What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. In the last episode, we made our way here to the Lanayru Gorge and brought this time shift stone back to the Thunder Dragon so that we could see him once again in the past, because in the present, well, he's not doing that great. We need to figure out how to cure him of his illness in order to learn the first part of the Song of the Hero. And the way to do that is with the live tree seedling right over there, which appears in the past to have grown into a massive tree. Also, I'm going to avoid all of these sand things here because all they have are ants underneath. I'm going to tell you that right now. I've already looked. There's nothing important underneath, no chest, anything like that. Just some... Well, that's pretty much it, actually. I'm going to need this in just a second, though, because we are going to have to get rid of this pillar, because obviously we need this area to return to the past, and what better way to do that than with a time shift stone. When we bring this area back to the past, though, the life tree seedling becomes, well, just that, a seedling. And so we can dig this up. We get the live tree seedling. It's a very young form of a legendary tree whose fruit is said to cure any illness. What are you doing with that seedling, Worm? Master Thunder Dragon needs the fruit from the Tree of Life to recover. Unless you mean help our master, Zert. Of course. Really, Worm? Thank you, Zert. Make sure you plant the seedling somewhere it will be sure to thrive. Weep. If you're growing the seedling into maturity in the Lanayru province, it's impossible. Zert, we're counting on you, Fleep. And you would be right. There is nowhere in the Lanayru desert that we can plant this thing in which it will grow. Alrighty, so though, let's go ahead and take out this final goddess cube. And I'm sure once we head back to the sky here in just a moment to figure out where we need to plant that live tree seedling, we can find somewhere to we can find that goddess, the goddess chest that corresponds with that cube, in order to get our final. Or to open the final goddess chest. Sorry, I'm really fumbling over my words today. I'm not really sure what's up. But let's strike this again with our beetle, so that the bridge will activate once again, so we can head back across. And let's say we head back to the sky to see if we can't find out where we need to go to plant this life tree seedling. Alrighty, so first things first that I want to do is I want to go and just go ahead and collect this final goddess cube. It's already over there. It's not really too far out of the way, and we can go ahead and collect it while we're here in the sky. And I believe it's on an island we've already visited once before. I do believe another goddess. Actually, I believe I went to the wrong chest in the episode. I went to the wrong exit because you have to dig underground and kind of tunnel to reach this one. And I think I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, we came to this island once before for another goddess chest, and then got there and kind of realized that there was two exits, and I had gone through the wrong one because I wasn't paying attention. But now we can actually head through the right one, I guess, if that makes sense, or just by heading through that one again, because this should be, or that should be the chest that we actually do need. And now where's Levias? I thought he'd be around here maybe. Oh, he's actually under us to our left, I think. It doesn't matter though. We don't need to visit him quite yet. We've only visited him a couple episodes ago, and we haven't completed the task that he asked of us, which is, of course, finding the 3 parts of the Song of the Hero. Though we will be getting the first part, obviously, in today's episode. And yes, I've definitely been here once already. You can see the digging spot here. How close can we time it? There we go. Let this guy kind of charge through. Go ahead and dig through here so he doesn't see us, so he won't charge at us. And I believe, we actually can't see up top. I believe this is the right exit. At least I hope so. I think this is the one we already collected. Yes, it is. Wow. This time I went to the wrong one again. And this is not the right path. Oh, he sees us, but he actually can't follow us because they're set to a set path. And he sees us, but he can't follow us, so he just charges around like a madman until he hits a wall. That's kind of funny, actually. This is the one we need to go to. And well, guys, here's the final goddess chest. And inside of this is a pretty useless item. It's a small quiver that we'll never carry around with us. It's going to the item check, and that's pretty much where it's going to stay. This guy respawn? No. But I do hear Levi's outside, which is kind of cool. He's flying near the island, and even while inside, we can still hear him. Yeah, there he is, right over there. But we're going to avoid him for now. No reason to go talk to him at all, like I said. And instead, what I want to do is, let's head on back to Skyloft and see if we can plant this tree somewhere up here on Skyloft. And see if it will be able to grow there. So actually, I'm going to meet you guys back over in Skyloft. So I'll see you guys in just a moment. Alrighty, guys, here we are in Skyloft, and this seems like a pretty good place to plant a tree. So let's plant this here, and well, now that I look at it, you see, we can dig this up. You took back the live tree seedling. It would take too long for it to grow if you planted it here. Maybe you should find another place for it. Yeah, you're right. It still would take quite a long time to grow. So maybe Skyloft isn't the best place to plant the live tree seedling because, well, of course, I guess now that we mention it, it is a tree, and trees do take a pretty long time to grow. So let's think about any other places that we might be able to go to plant a tree. And actually, I think I know the perfect location. It's the one place that has a ton of trees. Let's head over to the Pharaon region to see if we can plant trees there. Now, obviously, I know exactly where we need to plant the tree, the seedling, in order to grow the tree. And it may be obvious to some of you. I just wanted to show off the text there. What happens if we plant it somewhere like in Skyloft, or somewhere that it can't really grow that well, or it would take too long. A report, Master. An unusual phenomenon is taking place in Pharaon Woods, making it impossible to send directly into them at the moment. Huh. Well, let's head behind the temple and see what we can do. And sure enough, we can't actually enter the woods at all. The gate is sealed off. And it looks like we're going this way instead. And see what you have to say. Life's Crimson Vessel. Does that mean anything to me? Possibly. I know I showed off this once before, but you can do this again and again, and I want to show it off real quick since we're here. So if I real quickly take my sword out and draw a heart, just like that, though it's not very good. We should get some hearts out of this, and a ton of them too. Astonishing! So that's what the ancient writing meant by Crimson Vessel. Let me give you a token of appreciation for assisting my research. And he just gives us a random treasure each time. And that's pretty much it. So if you want some random rare treasure, you can do that. But I know just exactly where we can plant this tree. So you may remember a while back that Groose was here, and he talked about planting a tree here, and like That's a serious ceiling. Why didn't you tell me you had that thing on you? I'm no expert, but it seems like the perfect fit for this temple. If you plant it here, it'll grow for sure. Only downside is, it's going to take basically forever for a ceiling that big to grow into a full tree. Yeah, you're right. So maybe instead of planting it in this time, we can go to the past and plant it. And also, I do recommend that if you are following along with me and doing this part of the quest first, I definitely recommend flying in to the Pharaoh Woods and the back of the temple. And let's paint the ceiling here. And let's also head over here and talk to Impa about it. But I recommend flying into the back of the temple. So you planted a ceiling. I sense great vitality in this fruit. With any luck, it shall grow into a stout tree that will live on for millennia. Alright, let's see if what she says is true. And just go ahead and head on back through the gate. But I recommend going into the back of the temple and entering in through the side door instead of heading into the sealed grounds. And you'll learn why. Not momentarily like in this episode, but maybe in the next couple of episodes. And yeah, once we do that, well, you know, this is a trick I could look at all day. It's like a symbol of the temple or something. Every time I stare at it, my jaw hangs open and I get this weird happy feeling. And yeah, everyone else here acts just like it was always here, because I guess to them, technically, it always was, kind of. Anyway, there's the seedling, and I'm sure we can knock it down and pick it up. And we've got the life tree fruit. Eating the succulent fruit of legend cures any illness. Take it to the Thunder Dragon. And yeah, but I'd also recommend that once you're here, do not go outside these doors. Like, just don't do it. Because you'll be kind of, well, I don't want to spoil too much, but just don't go out those doors at the moment. If you at least plan on finishing this part of the Song of the Hero first, just don't go outside those doors and don't enter the sealed grounds at all possible, or if all possible, which can be done by simply going to behind the temple and doing it the way I did it. So just don't go through those doors, unless you kind of want to be stuck in Pharaoh Woods for a while, which I don't recommend, especially if you're like halfway through completing this part of the Song of the Hero. Might as well just go ahead and finish it up that way. But now that we've done that, we can head back over this way and take that life tree fruit back to the Thunder Dragon and cure him of his illness. And hopefully he'll be able to teach us his part of the Song of the Hero. So let's head right on over here. And because I activated that bird statue, which hopefully you did as well. I didn't mention it, but like obviously we activated the bird statue, and I didn't mention to do it because I figure at this point, if you've been playing along, you just kind of realize that you should activate every bird statue that you come across. But we can fall right into the Lineru Gorge. No problem. And alrighty, so let's carry this fruit to the Thunder Dragon. Oh, Link, hello there. Is there something you need? Oh, is that what I think it is? You brought that here for me, didn't you? Alright, open wide. Whoa, down the hatch. Zing-a-ding-ding! Oh, you've done it, boy. I can feel the fruit's effect surging through me. It's exhilarating. I feel like a proper dragon again. Just because I have eternal life doesn't mean I can't get mighty sick. Thanks to you, boy. This whole dragon will keep on charging a while yet. I owe you a big thank you. So allow me to perform a moving rendition of my part of the Song of the Hero. I should warn you, though. I've got a mean set of pipes and I know how to use them. This will clear out those ears, boy. So brace yourself. And we've learned part of the song of the hero. Link, my life. You have to let me repay you. Give me some time to prepare, and when you next return to visit me, I believe you'll be mightily pleased. Master, the melody you just acquired is one part of the song of the hero. I recommend you seek out the other two dragons in their respective areas to learn the other two parts of the song. Thank you, Fi. That's definitely not what we were going to do anyway, whether you told me that or not. But I do want to mention the fact that you can still only visit the dragon in the past, because when we go to the future, he doesn't obviously die because now he's not sick, but he's just like flown off and he's like gone. So this is the only place to visit him, and you can only do it in the past. But he did ask us to come back and revisit him, and really all you have to do is head to the sky and head back down, and might as well show that off. So we'll head back to the sky really quickly now that we've learned his part of the song. And as soon as we literally just turn around and fall back to the ground, he will already have the thing that we would be mightily pleased about ready to go. And also, real quick, I do need to remove this. I just happen to see it out of the corner of my eye. But we can literally turn around, and also, it's strange how we are so far away from the pillar as soon as we do that. I feel like we should be right next to the pillar when we come out of the ground, but whatever. I guess it doesn't really matter too much. Alright, but let's hop back down into the Nehru Gorge, and we should be right. He should have his little game for us or whatnot ready to go. And if we run all the way back over here, he should have something for us. And yeah, he has something to say. Finally, Link, you really did come back. Glad to see it. Well then, let's have some fun. Maybe a hero such as yourself has no time for playing around. Well, what I offer is more than a mere child's play. I would have you face challenges that draw upon the many hardships you've experienced thus far. Look to the past to understand the future, that's what I say. And I think that you will find that you have much to gain in revisiting your own past. So what do you say, Link? I'm game. You're a true hero, that's the spirit. And if you permit me, I shall take a peek at your past experiences. Indeed, indeed, you have done some amazing things, like battling fierce foes and overcoming the daunting trials in the Silent Realm. Alright then, based on those experiences, you can choose one of the two exciting challenges. Which one would you like to try? Pick whichever one you'd like. Alright, so we have two options, Silent Realms and Battles. Silent Realms are obviously the Silent Realms, and there is absolutely no reward that is worth ever completing a Silent Realm again. So there's literally no reason for you to do it. I don't know why you would want to do it. Those places are literally terrifying, and there's just no reason why you should want to do that. And also Battle, which is what we want to do. Was do Battle. Fantastic. I like your Moxie. Because you chose Battle, I'll select only from the toughest opponents you've ever faced. Now I'll use my power to recreate the same battle, so you can face your greatest enemies once more. You being a good sport, so I'll reward you. Do well enough, and I might give you something truly special, an absurdly sturdy shield. Oh, but if you lose, well, let's just say that this isn't a game. If you lose, it's all over. You won't be going home in one piece. Still interested? Yes, but for the sake of time, no. Huh? You're not interested? How dull. I will come back anytime you change your mind. I'll be waiting. Though I am interested, this will take quite a while because it's kind of long. And I reckon we'll save it for the next episode. That absurdly sturdy shield is actually why I decided to do this region first instead of waiting till the end, because I want that absurdly sturdy shield, and I want it like right now, because, well, it's an absurdly sturdy shield, as well as we can also get the final piece of heart from that mini game. So I reckon that's exactly what we're going to do in the next episode. So if you guys did like this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. It helps the channel a lot. And if you want to see more content like this, please do consider subscribing. But once again, guys, my name is Connor. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.